Today I'm going to talk about the silent calorie counter that used to be in my head and how I got rid of it once and for all. Pretty much since the age of 15 or 16, I have had a silent calorie counter just constantly spinning in my brain, racking up those calories. You know, like the old odometers on cars before they went digital, kind of like that. The wheels would spin and just add up the calories I had eaten for the day, but I wouldn't just add them once. Oh, no. I would add them as I ate things. I would go back and re-add them. I would double check. I would make sure all day long I would be going back, reviewing what I had eaten, re-adding up the calories, and then making sure that they didn't go over whatever the magic number was for that day. Now, this was taking up so much space in my brain that I really didn't have a lot of time to think about anything else. And so every day I would have a number in my head. I would try to hit that number. I would even do things as crazy as, okay, well, if 3 servings of this or 3 ounces of that is this many calories, let me just eat 2.5 because that'll take off a few calories. I would obsess over the fewest 5 or 10 calories because yesterday I only ate 1,000 calories and today how can I make it 995? And there were definitely days where I ate less than 600 calories. So this constant counting just kept my brain so full of that, and I was miserable to boot because I wasn't eating enough for my body. And not only that, it was all the wrong foods too. It was standard American diet stuff. And even when I was eating low carb, it wasn't like the good kind of low carb necessarily, or not most of the time. It was more like if it fits your macros, eat it, low carb, and just keep those carbs down no matter what the quality of those things were. And I definitely was not meat focused at all. So even when I got more into the low carb part of my journey, I was still just obsessed with counting things. So when I started on keto back in February and I learned about the heavy meat-based way of eating, I thought that was amazing. I've always liked meat and I went ahead and implemented that. But all I really knew was counting. Now I'd heard these people saying, you don't need to count, you don't have to count, don't worry about counting. But my brain had been counting pretty much all my life. And I wasn't able to stop counting. It was inconceivable for me to stop that counter. I would enter all my food into an app. The app would tell me how many calories I should have for that day, as well as other macros. And I would try to, on the calories, I would try to beat them, even though I'd been told, even though I'd been educated, right? It's not about the calories. That mantra, that paradigm is just so hard to break when you've been steeped in it your whole life, which I have been. I can remember my dad saying it's just about eating less and moving more. So what finally switched off that incessant calorie counter was going carnivore. I currently eat a meat-based carnivore diet. I have gotten rid of all vegetables. My main diet consists of mostly beef. I do eat butter, and I do eat quite a bit of eggs and then bacon. So beef, butter, bacon, and egg. I will eat chicken. I will eat pork, but just not frequently, maybe once a month on each of those things. It's not anything other than I feel better on beef. And it wasn't a conscious choice for me to turn off that counter. When I started eating meat and eating till I'm full, till another bite of meat just sounds disgusting, then I don't worry about the calories going in because I've eaten until my body has taken in what it needs and then I stop eating. Nothing in the wild counts calories. Calories are not a way to measure nutrition. And for me, the carnivore diet is what finally got that thought through my thick skull. So, like I said, on keto, I was not able to do it when I was still putting in vegetables and things with other carbs in it. Yeah, the message just didn't get through to me. Hey, if it does for some of you, that's great. More power to you. I applaud your success. I do think it's a proper human diet spectrum. If you're successful on a heavy meat-based keto or ketovore, more power to you. Great for you. For me, going carnivore, it was like so many things in my brain, a switch just flipped. It was like all the neurons were just put together in the proper pathways. I don't really know how to explain it because it wasn't something I chose. It was a benefit of the diet I'm eating. So I hope that you find the part of the proper human diet where you fit, where you do not have to count things, measure things, worry about that, obsess about that, because now that I've stopped doing that, I feel free. I feel free to do the things I want to do. I feel free to explore options and opportunities that I never would have done before because I was always so busy worrying about what food I was going to get, where would I eat, what would I eat, how much would I eat, how many calories would it be. And I just don't have any of those thoughts anymore. Hey, if you're liking these videos about my mental health journey on carnivore, please do really like, click that like and subscribe to my channel. And let's go meet some wellness, one less a calorie counter in our heads at a time.